Sabina, you could have been in real difficulty in this case. Let me tell you why. I wanted to do everything I could based upon your complaint, the statement that I'd read in my chambers, and based upon what you've said to me, Becci, both on paper and how you've presented today in court, not to find a loan. Because when you give a loan to a friend, you have to make sure that you've got an actual agreement. Sabina, you had nothing on paper. And paper doesn't make prizes. What it does, it makes certainty. And when you come to an agreement with a friend, you don't have what's called an intention to create legal relations. In other words, there's no contract, there's no basis for the agreement. And had Becci come to court, it's very important you understand this, and said to me, Judge Rinder, this was a gift. She did it to me out of the kindness of her heart because this represented pocket change, luxuries, days out for her children. This meant nothing to Sabina, this money. Sabina, you'd be walking away today with nothing at all. Because of Becci's honesty today, because she's come to court and accepted that it was a loan, despite there being no terms over how long to pay it back, by your own admission, Sabina, you said she could have paid it back over 15 years. No interest, no certainty over it, certainly. Despite all of that, because Becci says, yes, Judge Rinder, this was a loan, and I did intend to pay it back, I'm able, because of that, to come to a view today that that money is owing to you. But you're not going to get the whole lot. Because it seems to me, because you didn't have anything written down, you ought to be, to a limited extent, not punished, but reminded that when things aren't written down, there's a value on everything. And I can come to a view that there was another contract in this case, albeit in a limited way, for babysitting. I've come to a value based upon what she said today, and this court awards you £3,195, Sabina. But that's not the end of the matter. The debt's now over. The money will be paid in due course. What I can't repair in this court is a friendship. I have two decent women in front of me, both of whom are mothers. In one part of this case, you got into real financial difficulties. Listen, money fades. Friendship is worth holding on to. And I can't order you to do this. But the two of you have stood in front of me and described each other as good mothers. Now, before you go out of court today, I'd ask you, for my sake and for yours, to shake hands. Please. You do better than that, I think. Come on. That's the order of this court. She needs a lot more help than she's been given. It may not be financial, but you're now in a position to give it to her. It's a lesson learned. Write things down. When you get into financial difficulties, don't bury your head in the sand. That's the award of this court.